welcome to the latest PlayStation Racer lobby racing evening. We're starting off with the usual. The first hour we are going to be in the ACC, Assetto Corsa Competizione. We are at Mount Panorama, also known as Bathurst, a track that I love, and we'll be interested to see how this one goes. We've got about 6 minutes before the server reboots, and we've got about 4 minutes of a race that's going on at the moment, and unfortunately I don't have the ability, or can't work out how to view the race from outside the car, which is a bit of a shame. Spectating, I think it may well be that because I've joined it as a non-spectator, I can't actually do that. I can go on board with one of the cars, for instance this one, but you can't sort of see very much. You can just see how they're running. There's no information on the screen or anything like that. I put it over onto the big screen, but this is the track that we're going to be running tonight. It's Bathurst. We're going up over the mountain right now. Now, big change to the server tonight. Big change. We've got it set up as requiring 2 medals and 60 SA, so we've moved it up from 40 SA to 60, and I am almost definitely going to increase the SA rating to 70, probably for tomorrow, and dropping the medals to 1, or maybe even leaving the medals as 2. I'm not quite sure yet, because at 40 we were just getting some some interesting races. Let me just put it that way. I'm going to choose my words very carefully at the moment. Yeah, I mean, anybody that was watching last night would see the predicament that I got myself into. Somebody was spinning in front of me. I don't think I hit them, but if I did, it was the tiniest rub. They took deep offence at it and completely wrecked my evening. And at the same time, there were other racers that reported to me that their races have been wrecked as well. So we've taken the decision to increase the SA significantly. So the thinking now is, if somebody's got an SA of 60 or 70, they're probably going to want to keep that. So they're probably going to race better and cleaner than if they've just got a low 40. If that doesn't work, then there is another option that I am considering, but I haven't tested yet, and that would be to password protect the server every day, have a different password, and that password would be announced in Discord, and possibly even announced in Discord to a closed group, and that closed group would be people that want to race and that do race with us. So for this evening it would be made available to Mikey, Hulky and Greg. I'd also include Jono, I'd include Elite Frog, I'd include Unfaced and Jack Kobe. You know, these are guys that race in ACC on a regular basis. They would all be in that closed group in here. Silly Frog's just dropped in, Steve. That password would be made available to those individuals. Now, the downside to that is obviously, as we are here, Sam, Tutti Frutti and Landjuice wouldn't be able to get into the server because it would be private and closed. Whether those guys would still see the server and go, hey, you know what, I fancy racing with those guys, I don't know. Whether that then means I've got to go out and start promoting ACC at an early stage, like on Facebook and Reddit and the other forums that are out there, and sort of promoting the fact that we've got a server up there, Respect for Racing, etc. You know, that's something that's on my list to do, but when we have got a few more PSR people in the room. So lots and lots going around in my head at the moment on what we might be able to do to grow the community, but for the moment we're leaving the lobby open, perhaps a bit rumbly. We're leaving the lobby open so that anybody can join and find us and experience what we're about. We've already found a few people that have said that they really like racing with us and they want to come and race with us. I'm so pleased to see Mikey back on the grid. That has put the biggest smile on my face internally tonight, I tell you. So pleased. I'm hoping that he has a good race tonight. Mad Mikey has been punted off and smacked off so many times since we've had this ACC server running, and he had taken a break for a short while. So like I said, it is open and to public, so I'm hoping that everything is going to work out. I'm also hoping that these guys are going to get to finish their race, because the server is literally just about to restart. It's going to restart at 8 o'clock, and I'm hoping... Oh, why is Sam parking up there? Maybe it has actually finished. I think it has actually finished, thank goodness. So I think that they did get to finish their race, which is good news. And as I say, any moment now, the server is going to reboot. Let me just change the chat to live chat. I've got nothing in the chat at the moment. A bit unusual. But there we go. 9 people watching. If there's anybody out there that hasn't already, I'm on the wrong one. That's why. I'm on the wrong one. I tell you what, I've got to change this. Good evening, Rodney. Good evening, Wayne. I'm really considering on bringing the ACC and the GT7 stuff all into one stream now. I'm trying to run 2 channels, 2 streams at the moment, and there are certain bits and pieces that make things a little bit more complicated than they need to be for me. I would welcome your thoughts on whether you would like to see that brought together or keep them separate. Let me know in the chat, if you will. Good evening, Rita. Hope you're well, my friend. And yeah, we'll see how things go. So yeah, bigger requirements for this one. So hopefully we'll be able to keep people out that don't want to race sensibly and carefully and correctly. But I'm hoping it doesn't shut too many people out. We will see. I was watching a few other people, and they seem to have the higher requirements. But I've also noticed that a lot of those are on PCs rather than PlayStations. So it would be very interesting to see how our server bends, or how our server tracks people with those higher bits and pieces. Right, we've got 8 minutes of free practice. I am going to get out on track, just get to grips with this car, and see if tonight we can actually have a half decent race without people picking on me. And I mean that in the nicest possible way. Okay, so as usual, I'm probably going to go a little bit quiet whilst I'm racing, because ACC does take an awful lot more thought and concentration. As you can see, I'm going a bit deep into that one already. Tyres are very cold on the front in particular. Get those warmed up a little bit before we start pushing. Yeah, it takes a lot more concentration, so I will be going a bit more quiet when I'm actually racing. I'll leave you guys to chat in the chat forum.
Yellow flag, be careful there.
The other thing we've done is we've turned crossplay off, so Xbox people will not be able to join us. It's purely PS5 now. So we are limiting our audience quite a fair bit. Let me just get onto the downhill. I'll be able to look at the chat. Thing is, Mitch, people report drivers even if you didn't cause a crash. I've seen it happen so often. Let me just... it happened today in a stream. Driver in front lost control and the driver behind bumped him and got reported for it. Yeah, it's difficult. People, I mean, I'm constantly on about this. People need to look at a replay people need to look at a replay and see what happened, in my opinions. And people also, I think, need to have a consideration of netcode as well. I mean, I got very close to that guy yesterday. Did I bump him? Did I not bump him? I'm not so sure. I looked at the replay and I studied it really closely yesterday. And on my screen, I didn't hit him. The engineer didn't shout out that I'd touched the car. There was no penalty or anything like that. But the way he went round, I don't know. I really don't know. You know, I'd like to sit here and maintain that I didn't. But I'm not hand on heart going to say I didn't. It's very difficult, very difficult. So I often look at the replays and we'll see how things go. But any which way, if it was a slight tap, there was no way that it warranted what happened yesterday. I've contacted the server support people to see if there's any way that we can blacklist people. I've read the manual and we can blacklist people if you're on a PC. Oh, light damage on there. We can block people if you're on a PC. There are a server admin that you can get into, but you have to get into it via a chat. And I've already asked about picking people, which again you can do as a server admin, but it looks like for PlayStation you can't do that because there's no chat facility. And I did get a reply back from the support people saying that they didn't believe that it was possible to kick people out of a lobby on the PlayStation. So I'm suspecting it's not going to be possible to block people on the server as well. I'm looking for a configuration file or something, and I have told the support guys that if there isn't, there really needs to be, so that I can keep people safe. But like I said, the only other option I've got is to password protect the server, which has some benefits actually. It does have some benefits, because if we do password protect it, people are then going to have to join via Discord, because I will change the password every single day. People will have to be more engaged with the community in the Discord, so that itself is potentially a positive. So we'll have to see. So G-Dad is all for merging. I'm a little bit behind the chat because, as I said, while I'm doing this, it's very difficult for me to keep up with chat as it's going through. The only real reason that I didn't marry them was I had a dead channel and it enabled me to revive a dead channel, but I wanted to keep the Gran Turismo channel so that the algorithm would push those videos out to people interested in Gran Turismo, and this one would push out the videos to people that were interested in ACC rather than just sim racing in general. So there is a reason for my madness, but I can't decide whether that is a good thing. I know Rory used to run the 2-on-1. He used to have ACC and Gran Turismo on the one channel. Do you know what? I'm loving the way I can come down the hill now, dancing on the pedals. Oh, it's like old Gran Turismo, that is. Can't join after the reset, David. Maybe restart your PlayStation 5. There's no reason why you shouldn't be. I was in the lobby as it restarted, as I am every night. So was Greg, Dark Avenger, as was Hulky. So there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to get in. You've restarted the PS5 already. Can you see the server? Or is it just you can't get in?
Yellow flag in sector 2.
little bit wrong. Got that very wrong.
Got some light damage on the front of the car.
Got that very, very wrong. Just while I'm trying to look at the chat. David, are you in now? I'm sorry, there has, as I said in the welcome, a number of changes. We have increased the requirements to join the server, and also we've removed the crossplay. So it's only PS5 people now, not Xbox people. So if we do get somebody that is really grotty, then it does mean that hopefully I can look them up in PSN and then at least report them if we wish to. That is obviously if somebody's being a complete I'm not going to say the word, but you know where I'm going with that one. So the idea is to try and just keep this as respectful and clean as we can. So we're still experimenting. But I do welcome your thoughts about joining the two together. It does mean that I would just launch it now and it would just run in. I mean, I no longer will have to do, 2 postings in Discord, 2 thumbnails and everything else. So it cuts my workload down. Like I said, the only downside is the algorithm. But the algorithm isn't really doing much for the Gran Turismo side anyway at the moment. So I'm quite happy to merge it all into one. I welcome your thoughts in the chat, and I'll take a nose through that after the stream. Because at the moment I'm concentrating on wrestling this BMW down the mountain. I love the way this car dances through here. Oh, not so much that one. Got that a little bit wrong, but so love the way the BMW dances down that hill now. Need to turn off the chat. Guys, thank you for helping people with the crossplay. I thought it was fairly straightforward, otherwise I would have gone through it on the channel. Just wondering whether I should jump out. I know we're in qualifying. Whether I should jump out and just go through it on the channel. Ah, he sees it now. Brilliant. Good news. Good news. Good news. Good news. I think Rita's in. Yes, she is. That's good. Sorry for all the change. It's just while we are finding our feet with ACC and trying to get the server as clean and tidy as we can, so we can get back to some respectful racing. As I said, don't know whether setting the SA to 60 or 70 even tomorrow is going to make any difference. The only way we will know is by trying it and see. But there does seem to be quite a few other streamers in particular where their servers are set much higher, although as I said, most of those are PlayStation PC, not PlayStation, PC based servers. And what I'm hoping is server becomes one of the top PlayStation servers out there. Now we're already starting to get people during the day using the server. I jump in occasionally. A lot of the time it's just zero, but sometimes I jump in and there are people running on it, which is good, because everybody that jumps in, well, they're going to see PSR at the beginning and they will know that it's ours, and they'll see there that we restarted at 8 o'clock every night for our scheduled race. I'm hoping that word will get out. The other thing I'm going to start doing is sharing details about the server on Reddit and Facebook and other forums, ACC forums. If you would like to share it yourself, please feel free. I guess the more of us that talk about it, the better. Unfazed supports the idea of one racing channel. I am going to read through that. I'm so out of touch with the actual discussion. I'm very, very interested in it. So I will have a nose at that a little bit later on. I do love Bathurst now with these new physics. Well, not new physics, but these old physics that's a bit like in Gran Turismo 7 before the Spec 2 update. You can really hustle the car through some of these corners. So good. I'm not the quickest, and I won't be the quickest here tonight, but boy oh boy, I'm enjoying this. Down to third, down to second, while turning, braking, accelerating, all at the same time, dancing on the pedals. That's the only one that catches me out in ACC. Oh, I'm loving this car. I adore this BMW. It really suits my kamikaze driving style. And I use the word kamikaze advisedly. It is like you're heading towards the scene of the accident. Every 30 seconds you're going to kill yourself. And the car very often does kill me. Oh, nearly. Do you know, I finished work today and I was completely shattered. Been a big old heavy day today. I was covering for one of my colleagues, one of my support colleagues that was off, and I was completely out of my depth on something as well as doing my own job. And I very nearly, at 6:30 today, I very nearly went online and said, guys, I'm too tired, I can't do this tonight. Literally, what are we, 15-20 minutes into this, and I am alive. I have come alive. Right, this is only quali, Mitchell. You shouldn't be racing in a quali. I'm going to do the right thing and back off and let that guy go. Shouldn't be hassling somebody while they're on a quali lap. In my opinion, anyway. They're trying to concentrate on a quali. They don't want a big yellow BMW right up their backside. Let that one through as well. I was watching the radar. I didn't see Rita coming up that close behind. Who else have I got? Nobody behind now. Wow, Rita must have been closing really quick. I thought she was a lot further back. Try and make a gap. Rita is quicker than me, so I'll just leave a little. I won't need a big gap. Rita, in that case, that's good reason to leave it at 60. I've left it at 60 to see how we go and see whether we can get enough people in. Although, I'm going to be honest, I'm surprised you're only 60. I'm at 76. I was at 77, then I dropped to 76, and I went up to 77, then last night I dropped to 76, then 75, got back up to 76. I'm hoping with some respectful racing tonight, with all of us, we'll all be able to increase our essays a little bit. And I have still got the Nürburgring to do. I really do want to get that done very, very soon. Oh, that's in the wall. Wow. Whoa. Mike, he's suggesting all in one. So I'm sort of seeing at the moment that everybody's saying all in one. It is interesting because I did ask this in Discord some time ago, and everybody in Discord was like, combine it, keep it in one. When I put it actually out onto the channel as a poll, it was very, very different. It was like, no, keep it separate.
There's a slow car ahead.
But you know me, I'm constantly looking to continuous improvement is the word I want. A policy of continuous improvement.
Slow car ahead.
Too deep into there. Ooh. Now it's not the time to look at the chat going uphill or down the hill. Plus I've got to remember I've got damage as well. Whoa, somebody's going around.
Watch out. Yellow flag in sector 1.
Oh, that was a bit iffy. Did I go past him before the yellow flag was thrown? Whoa. Nearly. I remember you had a thought of changing the channel name to your name as per Rory. Did I? Or maybe I did. What is the channel name now? I can't think. I think I've got it as PlayStation Race, haven't I?
Yellow flag, be careful.
I quite like having it up as PlayStation Racer. We're getting known as PSR.
Losing time in sector 3.
I hear you, G-Dad. I hear you. And that's my thinking. Well, I'm hearing overwhelming from the chat at the moment. Bring them both together. Easy enough for me to bring the videos over. Oh, just means I'm going to spam the Gran Turismo server for a few days.
Yellow flag is activated.
Obviously I won't bring the live streams over, I'll leave them there. Or I just might start the career again. So I sort of gave up on that a little bit when I found out I needed to do huge, great races that I was never going to have time to do. I sort of gave up on the career a little bit. Oh, head up sticks. Heavy in the wall there. It doesn't matter too much about the usual suspects because they can still join us at 9 o'clock. And in fact, it does help a little bit because if we get an overrun like we did last night, owing to a technical issue, it does mean that they're not sitting there wondering when the stream is going to start because the stream will already be started. They'll just see that we're running the last of the ACC stuff. And know that any moment now it's going to start running. So, you know, as I said, again, that's a plus, isn't it? I'm phased. I will only say it's your channel. If you want to unite it, do that. If somebody doesn't like it, they can also watch other channels that fulfill their wishes. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. But you know me, I try and engage with you guys so that I don't do unilateral decisions. I try and do collectively what we feel is right. And I want to continue to do that as we go through this journey. Right, okay, who have we got? Dark Avenger on pole in the Ferrari. We've got Derek Durden in the Porsche in second. Unfazed in the Ferrari in third. Rita in fourth in the Bentley. Hulky in the McLaren in fifth. Steve is in the Ferrari in sixth. I'm in seventh in the BMW. Landjuice in eighth. Matnick in ninth. And Tutti Frutti in 10th. So a bit further back than I had hoped in this one, if I'm honest. But then I was jibber-jabbering a lot there rather than thinking about what I should be doing. So I am going to ignore the chat now. Won't be looking at the chat. Going to concentrate on the race. 25 minutes. And we will be concentrating. We will be concentrating. Can I just get a thumbs up very quickly if the audio and visuals are okay? I believe they are. But just having a quick look and just making sure everything's all hunky-dory.
Going double file.
Whoa.
Green light, show them where to go. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
I've got an awful start there. Hold tyres for the moment too. Down at 26 psi, so I need a whole additional psi. Whoa, we got a couple of cars into each other there.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Hopefully Rita saw that, and we'll give that guy just a little bit of care so she doesn't get taken out too. Hopefully we'll get to overtake him down the long straight somewhere.
Yellow flag is active.
Watch those curbs, Mitch.
Yellow flag, be careful there.
Oh, we got somebody sitting in the pits. This is where I need that ability to kick people, which you've got in the PC version but not in the PlayStation version. God, it's me sitting here thinking I was doing okay, that we got the two leaders in front. Alas, the leaders are down the road. I hadn't realised that they're away and gone. Oh, no, 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 no.
Yellow flag is active.
Oh, dirty tyres now all over the place. Might get those tyres cleaned up a bit. I bet Steve's behind me laughing his head off. That's Mitchell Morgan dropping it down the mountain. Our Hulkie got beaten up bad by that Porsche guy. I think they had a big coming together. I won't say he got beaten up by him. They had a coming together. Let's say that. I didn't really see the details, so I'm racing and not thinking about what I'm saying. That's very unfair. But it's a bit weird that you get the yellow flag when somebody's sitting in the pits. I don't understand that. Oh, Rita's pulling away. Oh. Big slide there. Lost me a bit more time. Crumbs, I don't think I can drive much quicker, and Rita is just taking chunks of time out of me. 7 seconds now. Back down here, I can't even see her anymore. She's gone. Oh! Just hit too much of the curb through there.
There's a slow car up ahead. Yellow flag, be careful.
Looks like we've lost the Porsche. Gee, Dad, I have thought about that. I discounted it when we got to the point where a lot of the a lot of the Gran Turismo people thought that I was going to go to ACC, and I wanted to see how many people were going to come across. So I'm going to leave things as they are for the moment and see if the ACC thing continues to grow. If it does, then yeah, I am thinking about Monday and Wednesday would be Gran Turismo, Tuesday and Thursday would be ACC, and then Friday would be a Gran Turismo Friday special. Possibly obtaining the Sunday when I can do it. Whoa, that was a bit dicey. But open to suggestions and change. I'm only picking up part of the chat as I go down the hill at the moment, so everything I'm reading is out of context. I will read it back later on. Oh, too deep into that corner.
Losing time to the car in front in sector 2.
Losing time to the car in front. Yeah, right. I can't understand that. Drac, I did, but it was a bit too late. I'd already got them announced and set up in the game. Also, because I published them, a lot of people get a bit tetchy when I change things if they've been practicing and stuff. So I have left them as they are. But if we feel that the race distances are a bit wrong in one or both of those two races, I'm more than happy to change it for next time. I must admit, when I saw it on paper, it looked a bit strange. Whoa! To have the Red Bull Ring car on a quick, short, fast one. Where on earth has that car behind come from? While I've been chatting, I've obviously not been concentrating, looking at the chat. Oh, it's Greg! How on earth have I got in front of Greg? Oh, crikey, now I have got a race on my hands. Oh, no.
You're halfway through kitchen.
That radar flashing up all the time.
By the way, this has been
Crikey, Greg is pushing it.
yellow flag in sector 3.
Okay, yellow flag won't bother us for the moment. Oh, that's in the wall. It's the pressure of having Greg behind me. One of our top GT7 racers, no doubt, will be one of the top ACC racers. Right, breathing down your neck. That's the sort of pressure that I don't need. Right, calm down, Mitchell. It's only Greg behind you. Grabbing the steering wheel like I'm wringing its neck. Couldn't soak up the pressure. Now I've got to be careful with this damage. So wanted that podium. Let's see if we can stay in touch. It's 1.5 seconds down the road already. Oh, we had a drive-through penalty. No wonder he's behind. And on a recovery drive, so no wonder he's got the bit between his teeth. Oh, no, 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 it doesn't want to turn through there. Most of the lap I'm okay, but down the hill. I'm kicking myself because I know Greg is a quicker driver. He's in a class way above me. Why didn't I just let him through down the straight kept my car in one piece, and then followed him hard. Now I've made my life even more difficult with the damage.
Yellow flag accepted. Yellow flag, be careful.
Another lesson learned, know who you're racing.
There's some light damage on the right of the car.
This is proving harder and harder and harder to drive with this damage.
Yellow flag is sector 1.
Steering wheel's off centre now as well. I've got 6 minutes of wrestling this car to the end. I certainly do not like making my life easy, do I? It's a very good chance I'm going to take this off the track. So if Steve does get up behind me, I'm going to let him through. Steve, you're going to go for a move, my friend. Flash your lights, let me know, and I'll make it easy. See if I can then follow you through. At the moment, I am struggling to keep this car going in the right direction. Go on, go through, go through, go through.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
As much as I'd like to have been racing, Steve, this car is very second-hand now. Oh, nearly. Very difficult trying to drive with a off-centre steering wheel. Also, there's a period of the steering wheel that doesn't seem to have any effect for the steering. Oh, I think I've just made it even worse. I have.
Yellow flag, be careful there.
I wish you could see my steering wheel at the moment and feel it. Yeah, no, in the wall again. There's just no steering through there. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. Steering has now completely gone. I've got no steering at all. Oh my gosh. Oh. That's it. Game over. Oh. 4 minutes. 4 minutes. That was undrivable. Absolutely undrivable.
Okay, the leader's in the final lap now. Give it all you can.
I think we're over now.
Faster car approaching. Watch out.
Oh, that's a shame. That's the first race I've not finished. But as you can see, that was a total loss on the car there when we hit the wall. Complete total loss of the car, which is probably not going to do my essay any good whatsoever.
Faster car behind you.
Oh, what a shame. What a shame. Land juice in the pits too.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
Ah! It's the first ACC race I've ever not finished.
The car is exiting the pits. Watch out.
And we were doing okay. We were doing alright. You need to put into the dock. I can't... where is the dock? I can't actually do anything. Gee, Dad, I can't move. I can't do anything at all. In fact, I think I am in... I think I'm in the dock. I mean, although it's showing a yellow, I can't actually... I think this is a problem that Hulky had. I've got no control. All my controls are locked. I can't do anything at all. Which is a real pain. I can see I'm throwing the yellow. But I can't reverse. I can't drive. All my controls are, as it says on the screen, controls are locked for another 2 minutes. Oh, no. Should have driven in instead of returning to garage. I couldn't drive from what I could see. Unless that was my mistake.
The leader has finished the race.
Ah, maybe that was my mistake. Maybe I should have... Maybe I should have driven round. But it was undrivable. I couldn't drive it. I couldn't even drive it in a straight line. It was like there was no steering at all. It's like one of the wheels had been ripped off. I'll watch out for that next time. Yeah. Yeah, good thinking. She should have driven in earlier. Thing is, with the Beamer, I can normally drive quite well with damage. I thought I could drive through it. I should have come in and got it fixed. Hey, you can live and learn. You live and learn. I've driven quite a bit with light damage. We live and we learn. We live and we learn. Okay, so your winner, unfazed. Rita in second, 5 seconds behind. Then Dark Avenger in third. Leopard Frog in fourth. Tutti Frutti in fifth. Matnik sixth. I don't know how, but I managed to get seventh. Land Juice in eighth. Hulky in ninth. And Derek Durden, I don't think ran. But that's a lesson learnt. You can get away probably with one lot of light damage, but as soon as I got the second lot of light damage, I think that's where I needed to come in. As soon as the steering wheel went wonky, that was like, no, come on, in you come, get it sorted out. So that's something I'm going to learn. As soon as my steering wheel goes off centre, we'll come in. Jono just saying, if you don't drive back to the pits, there's time added for towing you back. Which makes perfect sense. Whoa. Oh, it looks like I'm facing Rita might have had a bit of a bump. I have to say though that I'm not sure that I would have been able to have driven that back to the pits. I think it was a complete write-off, if I'm honest. I think it was completely dead. Right, okay, let's jump out of there and we'll head over to the Gran Turismo stream this evening. So as always, thank you to everybody that has just raced with me in the ACC race this evening. Absolutely brilliant race, going well, but we've learned a new lesson tonight. It seems to be that if I get light damage in the BMW but the steering wheel stays central, I can continue to race at a reasonably good pace. As soon as the steering wheel goes off one way or the other, then clearly that's like, no, come on, come in, get it fixed, get it sorted out, because one more hit, it's just going to wipe the wheel off. And then, as you could see on the hill there, I just it caught it, and then I was turning one way and the car just carried on the other way. It was just nothing I could do. There was no steering whatsoever. So yeah, and as G-Dad's saying, I get that, Mikey mate, but you get enough warning, like the bonnet bouncing about for 2 or 3 laps. The thing is, the bonnet bouncing, I've driven this car with the bonnet bouncing and finished races and been as quick as the people around me. But as they're saying there, you know, rear damage, you need to pit, yes. But for me, the lesson I've learned today is as soon as the steering wheel gets offset, that's it. Get in the pits very, very quick. So if this, for me, the lesson here, I don't know if it's the same for all of you, with the BMW, if the bonnet is bouncing and you've got light damage, you can get away with it. As soon as you have a second hit and that steering wheel goes off centre, get in the pits. Get in the pits. My mistake was continuing to try and race, and then the steering wheel then went further over. Then I caught the wall because I was really struggling to steer, and at that point the steering wheel was just, there was nothing in it. It wouldn't do anything at all. So there we go. We learn. Anyway, thank you ever so much for watching, guys. If you are heading over to the GT7 channel, I'll see you there in just a few minutes. If you're not, thanks ever so much for watching. I hope you have a great morning, day, night, evening, whatever you're doing. Have a great one, and I'll see the rest of you in just a few minutes. Bye.